Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your July. I'm calling them soulmate sessions. I don't know if I'm gonna keep calling them that, but I don't. I don't know. Maybe I might put a poll up about that. But anyway, welcome to your July soulmate sessions. I'm Marlowe. If you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. And of course, if you resonate with this message, go ahead and tickle my like button because she's kinky and she's into that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Help her out. Help her out. There's no extended to this reading because it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's about love. So first, we're going to be looking at you guys. Then we're going to be looking at your person. Then we're going to look at, that's the one right there, the connection between the two of you. Let me get those straight just because your girl is a little anal. And then we're going to be looking at you guys' outcome as well as advice in reference to your partnership and whatnot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I need to fix that. That's really bothering me. You guys are seeing the truth about me, Pisces. I love you guys. Anyway, so first card is all about you, Pisces. And we have the world in the reverse. So you got some unfinished business. If we were talking about some zodiac signs here, it is the fixed signs. It is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo, but you guys have some unfinished business with your person. So there are some things that have been left unsaid. There are some loose ends that have not been tied. You know what I'm saying? And it can also be issues as far as travel. You could potentially be in a long distance partnership with your person. And there's also, what's the other thing I'm feeling? How do I want to explain that? Well, I'm just gonna say it blatantly. It's there. This could be a kind of karmic-y kind of situation. Let me just be honest. It could be a little karmic-y, you know what I'm saying? Where no matter how far you go in your life, you always end up finding your way back to this person, or you always keep redating this person. I would even go as far as saying that maybe you may think this person is literally like a soulmate or like a twin flamey kind of thing going on there. You know what I'm saying? But no matter how far you go, you always find your way back to this person. But I can't help but feel that the reason for this is because there is a lesson in reference to this person that you have not learned yet. So this is just kind of a big picture thing, meaning that if if this is a person that you're still with, or you guys keep getting back together, you're together now, whatever the case, in order for the relationship to evolve to the next level, it would be imperative for you to learn what the lesson is in reference to this person. And 9 times out of 10, that would have something to do with the particular cycle that the two of you keep repeating with each other, or that you continuously repeat with this person, or, all other relationships prior to them or in between them and whatnot, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And with your person, we have the 4 of coins in the reverse. Okie dokie, lemon chokies. So first thing that comes to me with them is their mindset about things. Your person's pretty negative. They got a little bit of like poverty conscious, you know what I'm saying, where they're always seeing the glass is half full. They have a tendency to be rather melancholy, rather kind of hoardy with their money. There can also be issues in reference to vulnerability, which would mean that this person is a little bit of a lot of emotionally unavailable. This person can be very much worried about work all the time and money and, things of the sort. It's almost like the vibe I'm picking up on with this particular person is like nothing is ever enough. You know what I'm saying? And with this being their personality, right? Like this is them as an individual. That very well can be projected onto you a great deal, to where you may be feeling that nothing that you ever do is really enough. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you talk too much, you talk too little, you are too clingy, then you give too much space. So it's kind of like, so sorry to interrupt you guys while you're listening to the show, but I wanted to tell you guys about our new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of them, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat. You can also text them between sessions. If you or someone you know has been considering therapy, get started today with BetterHelp. Now let's get back to the show. You know, you can't win for losing. You're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Sometimes it's how you feel. However, I do feel, and this is just what I'm picking up intuitive with y'all, I do feel that what constantly keeps you with this person or what brings you back to them is there's some sensation of there being something deeper than that going on with them. Like there's been times where this person has opened up, or back in the day, and not on no love bombing type of stuff, but, back in the day, maybe, this person got jaded and marred by life. But once upon a time, they were like a very fluid, open kind of person, you know what I'm saying? But I do feel for them as I'm looking at this. All of this stuff is going on, but I do feel there's like a little tinge, there's a little seed up in there where this person may have given you like a little flash of vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? Where they opened up to you or talked to you about something that they were on the struggle bus with. And I feel where you guys are at now, why it is that you're, kind of still, I don't want to say hung up on them, but why you're still fraternizing with them, that would be a more appropriate word, is because you're kind of banking on that flash of vulnerability that you saw, right? So despite what it is that's going on in this person's life right now, the cycle you guys are in, why it is that you've kind of circled back around to them, or why you feel you have unfinished business with them, is because you're banking on watering the seed that you've seen in hopes that it grows into something. You feel what I'm saying? So the energy between the two of you, oh, that's wonderful. We have the two of coins. So with the two of you, it's literally like weighing your options with each other. And this is so strange of how it is that I keep seeing this same theme in all of these soulmate sessions. I literally just like made that up in Cancer. So I'm trying to get used to it. But legit, dude, it's like both of you are weighing your options. So it's like there's an ambivalence in this partnership where it's like y'all have one foot in and you have one foot out, but it's like there isn't. And I said like the advice for who did I do before y'all? Was it Leo? Yeah, with Leo. So if your person Leo is in there, so I mean if your person is a Leo, check out Leo. But the advice was the two of coins in the reverse. So it's like needing to make a decision. And I feel in some sense or another, you already know what you need to do, but you just haven't done it yet. But I feel that in reference to the two of you to each other, so it's and I feel like that's just the narrative of you guys' relationship up to this point. It's like both of you being ambivalent. Both of you are on the fence. It's one foot in, it's one foot out. And like with the partnership together with the person, you guys are like that with yourselves. It's like kind of like a love-hate relationship if you think about it. It's like I hate being with you, but I hate being without you kind of vibe. But the thing that would really behoove you guys is to gain some clarity on what it is that you're actually wanting. You know what I mean? And then another thing I feel with this, and this again would fall on both of y'all. I don't know if there's like an outside interest on either side. And the thing that's kind of holding stuff up here is that either one or both of you like are interested in another person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like where you guys are kind of like stuck is because it's still the weighing of the options. Like it still falls into that same energy, whether it's another person or not. I mean, this would be something that you guys would know already, but whether it's another person or not, it's like it's just this kind of back and forth type of deal. And no one has really made a decision to either be together or not be together, because even when you're not together, you still end up coming back around together, if that's making sense. Now, the outcome this month, oh child, we got the Ten of Swords, so we got to end it. So there's a wrap up on this thing here. The question that I have is this going to be the last time? Pisces, that's what I want to know. Because with this Ten of Swords, it's, you know, your disappointment, feeling stabbed in the back, being stressed out, being overwhelmed with the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, emotionally, literally hitting like rock bottom in a sense, you know? And I feel this isn't the first time this has happened. You know what I mean? It's like it's a level of disappointment of feeling betrayed by this particular person. And if we were to speak in reference to those of you who, you know, are constantly coming back to this person, it's like in the whole lesson type of deal. You know what I'm saying? It's like now would be the time of like this person, like each one of these swords, okay? Because this Ten of Swords is just something. Come on, autofocus, be nice to me. Okay, you see that? It's like each one of those swords are each time that this person has hurt you, you know? And it's like now this go around, they didn't stab you in the butt. You feel what I'm saying? And ironically, one of the cards that came out in the pick a card in Leo was stabbed in the back, literally. So the thing that I'm saying, like, dude, I don't know if this has been like 10 years that y'all have been dealing with each other, if it's been 10 months. You know what I'm saying? I really hope that a person can't disappoint you this much in 10 days, but I mean, anything is possible. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just like consistent disappointment from this person. And it's kind of like, okay, Pisces, we need to take a step back and really think, if this person has disappointed you so many times consecutively, and the only thing that's keeping you, you know, not cutting them off completely is like the hope of being able to water this, you know, little vulnerability seed that you saw, right? This is when you have to kind of really ask yourself, like, you know, are we giving into insanity a little bit, doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result? You know what I'm saying? So I feel for you guys, and I don't really necessarily feel that this would come as a shock or a surprise to anyone, because it's just like I've said in all of the sessions prior to you guys, it's like a foreboding feeling. It's like one person in this connection, and I'm saying this not like for you guys, but I'm saying like for all the soul sessions prior to you, one person was fully aware that it was over. The other person was still questioning, like, it feels like it's over, but is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you like, can you give me, you know what I'm saying? So I say the same, like for you guys, it's like, if this comes to an end or this person betrays you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and I'm really feeling it heavily in the energy of like a backstabbing betrayal, like doing something behind your back. You know what I'm saying? Like you finding out them being in a relationship with someone else, or, you know, a kid, or money they hid from you or something, you know, along those lines. You know what I'm saying? And seeing that there has not been any progressive movement in this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's almost every time you guys come back together, which is something I want to forewarn you about, Pisces. You need to be, you know, conscious of that, because that's like a tactic that people will use. Like, you know, when you think about like love bombing and stuff like that, like, it's not temperature checking. I forgot what the proper term is for it. But when a person wants to keep a relationship on ice, it's like they're going to come back, and it's going to be sort of kind of like love bombing, where, you know, they're reconnecting, talking, you know, how you been, da, 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 da. And then, you know, you start to get comfortable and you think, okay, we're going to get back together, right? Because everything's running smoothly. And then all of a sudden it's like they either ice you out or they like ghost or they start creating a whole bunch of distance, you know what I'm saying? And kind of leave you like, what the heck just happened here? Right. And then it's like some time will pass and the person comes back. So it's like you're always starting over from the beginning in this partnership. So even though, like with this 10 of swords, if it's literally been 10 months, 10 years, right? You guys are on like level one, like first month of the relationship, like literally, because everything keeps starting over. And when a person is non-committal, which is what I can totally see is possible with this Four of Coins in the reverse, meaning like they're emotionally unavailable. You know what I'm saying? Whenever a person is like that and they're not willing to like open up, or, you know, they're just so preoccupied with, you know, financial issues or whatever the case, you know, this person is going to like not be present. So they're not really contributing to the partnership. So it's very one-sided, and you have to be, you know, conscious of that, you know, because the only thing that's really keeping you there is the hope of finishing the business. Like your hope is to turn the world upright for you two to actually be together, you know, and that's why, you know, your energy is stuck, you know, but you're still at level one of the partnership. And the reason why a person would do that is if they're like non-committal and they really don't want to be like in something long-term, that's how they get to still have access to you, you know, and not have to like take on the responsibilities of a relationship, because it's supposed to grow. So their behavior is intentionally to like keep it from growing, if that's making sense. Now, you guys' advice card, child, drop the burden, drop them like a bad habit, Pisces. I'm just saying, we got the 10 of Wands in the reverse. So legit, set yourself free, Pisces. I'm just being honest. It's like, if this person does this, then I think what would behoove you is for this to finally be the nail in the coffin. It's like, that's it, period, at the end of the sentence, no more semicolons, you know, because at this point in the game, it's not like, I think you guys have enough intel. It's just like the hope that's left that things will change, but you guys have enough intel to know, like, come on, you know what I'm saying? It's like kind of hoping beyond hope. And I know that's so hard to say to a Pisces, like me, knowing and loving my mother, my best friend, being Pisces. I know that that's really hard to hear, because something I say with you guys, man, you guys' capacity to love people is just so admirable. It's beautiful. It amazes me. I'm just in awe of all of the Pisces people in my life. But one thing about you guys is like, you never, ever give up on people. And I think in this particular instance, it would behoove you to give up on this person, because you're having hope in them is hurting you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, drop the burden, Pisces, like legit, you know, I feel in some sense or another, there's a need to kind of take a step back, because I'm not saying like, oh, click off this reading and just go like dump them or something. I feel like you really need to take a step back and get clear on this. Like, don't take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like reading Rainbow. But in reference to this, I feel like you guys kind of already felt this, kind of already knew this type of deal. You feel me? And I think what would behoove you is to take a step back and really look at the full picture. Like, of a lot of the things that I've said here, of all of the times this person is kind of like disappointed you, whatever, looking at the time frame that you guys have been talking, like, I think these are all things, because of course this is a general reading, y'all, but literally, like, take some time out to really think about, if, you know, is there really hope, or is there like false hope, or is there, you know, a little bit of wanting to vindicate oneself with this? It's like, I've invested so much time into this, like a 10-year thing. I've invested so much time into this, and it's just wanting your ROI. It's like you're wanting the return on your investment. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when we're dealing with people, and we're about to do our pick a card, sometimes when we're dealing with people for so long like that, it's like we don't want to like let it go. Like we want to make it work, even though we know we're not necessarily fully fulfilled in the connection. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, a 4 of coins in the reverse kind of person, like that's a little hard to get, you know, fulfillment out of. You know what I'm saying? But more or less, it's like we want to get the return on what it is that we've invested, and it's gone far surpast like us actually feeling for the person. You know what I'm saying? It's just us wanting to kind of balance our own karmic scales in a sense. But just kind of looking at how this is set up for me, I feel that this is a karmic relationship. And there is, like, I haven't done love readings in a while, but one thing I know for sure with Pisces, because, you know, all my readings interconnect, there's been a karmic relationship that Pisces has been dealing with, and I'm seeing the vision of myself doing the reading. And I was in my old house. So this was like 2019, maybe. And then a lot of Pisceans are twin flamies. So if it's something that you've been dealing with since then, child, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel this month is kind of like giving you an opportunity to set yourself free in reference to this. But once again, I say, I understand that's really, really hard, which is why we do these pick-a cards. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just telling y'all the energies I'm seeing as a little snapshot for the month of July. You know what I'm saying? But, or the latter part of July. I gotta keep remembering to say that. For the latter part of July. So I look at with these good old little pick a cards that we do here with all of the general messages that you get, you can pick your own little card that's going to tell you specifically how this relates to your particular situation. You feel what I'm saying and whatnot, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. Don't be cheating and pick multiple numbers. But pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. And we're going to get it started. If you pick number 1, we have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Oh my gosh. Legit. What I'm going to say about this, you know how I was telling you about a person who wants to keep the relationship, like, you know, like to not grow? That would be someone who would be like stalking your social media, keeping up with what you're doing, liking your pictures here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, and that was actually right. It's like not that whole process, but when they're coming back, they're trying to check your temperature. They're looking at your social media to stay abreast of like where your head is at, to see if they still kind of have like, you know, a foot in the door. And where this whole like gaslighting thing comes in, dude, is because you think if a person is stalking your social media and liking your stuff, your assumption is that the person wants to be with you, right? But that's not always the case. Sometimes people be hella selfish like that. But with the gaslighting thing, and depending on, child, we don't throw the Zodiac dice, but depending on what this person's Zodiac sign is, Pisces, like, like, oh God, because I just felt away, child. But because all the readings before you, Pisces, my God, okay. But depending on what this person's Zodiac sign is, specifically if it's like Cancer or Capricorn or Leo, like any of those, it's like that's where that gaslighting can come in, because it's kind of like when a person knows what's happening, like, I know that there's distance between us, and the person's like, what? No, what distance? You feel what I'm saying? So like, just be cognizant of that group 1, child. Look, oh goodness. All my therapists got triggered. Anywho, if you pick number 2, we have paradise, paradiso. It says happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. You know what I'm saying? So maybe my group 2 people, you're hoping to be in, I think I'm gonna sing Daniel Caesar. Don't forget you chose this life. Welcome to your paradise. Oh my gosh, you should totally listen to that song because it's freaking amazing. But anyway, but you guys may legit, I don't know why, child, this don't have nothing to do with this. I legit have vibe with this. You know how I was talking about, like, you guys may be long distance from each other. This is some random stuff I'm just getting. And I really feel like you should delve a little deeper into this if this is the case. But Pisces, if either you or the person you're dealing with lives in like the Bahamas or in the islands somewhere, right? Like in the Caribbean, like in that whole vicinity, right? And you're dealing with a person long distance in another country, like, you need to do a little bit more investigating. Like if you've never met this person type of deal. And because this child, look, this then just became a whole nother message. Because I, like, me looking back at the cards, I'm seeing this whole, like, you know, those scams that people do, like the whole catfishing thing, where it's like you meet a person and they live in another country and they're like, oh, they're on hard times, and you're sending them money, and every single, oh my God. And then with the world in the reverse, that's literally like travel issues. And it's like the disappointment. Okay, child, look, okay, I got to say this because this is a warning for real. All right. If there is a Pisces out there and you're dating a person, either you or they live in some type of tropical kind of place, it could even be Hawaii, but I'm really feeling like Jamaica, Caribbean, the DR, like Haiti, like Cuba, and anything in that vicinity, Turks and Caicos, child, anything in that vicinity. You understand me? You or that person live in that area, right? And the other person is in another country. And like y'all met online, you've never met face to face. And this person has been having like financial issues and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, they went bankrupt, or, you know, somebody took the kids, you know, ex-wife, ex-husband took all their money, their company went bust, blah, blah, blah. And you've been helping this person out financially, but every single time they're supposed to come see you, they always fall through. Like it's always some random occurrence that ends up happening. And if this person cancels on you like this month, right? It's like, I think it would behoove you to really do some investigating in reference to this thing here, because I don't believe that this person is who they say that they are. Right. And this is just all channeled information here, but my guides are telling me to look at this card, and they're highlighting the fact that there's no people in this. Oh, Jesus. I tried to lift my arm up and like totally freaking hit my mic. That was so scary. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Yeah, they're highlighting the fact that there's no people in this card. It's an empty tent with money in it. You feel what I'm saying? In the middle of nowhere, right? It's cold. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I never usually, like, I'd never look at cards like that. But my guides literally just said, look at that card. There's no people in that card. And this is a card that's representing your person. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, just Google them, do some research, find out some things. I don't feel that this person is who it is that they're saying that they are. And that isn't just, I mean, child, listen, if you picked group 2 and you resonate with that, your girl might be psychic. But I don't feel that that's just for group 2 people. Like, I literally think that that's a whole like message there, dude. But it's like, this is a scam, you know? But if you pick group 2 and that is not your situation, you know what I'm saying? I feel this is what you guys are wanting from this person. So it's like, you know how I was saying, like with your ROI, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what you guys are wanting with your person. And for me, child, look, who am I? I can't tell you to not enjoy that. Because, you know, if we were to say group 2, we were to look at all these cards, we could literally say the whole issue here is y'all don't have no problems in y'all relationship. Y'all just trying to go to Turks and Caicos, and y'all work is just so complex and difficult that y'all got to keep canceling the flight to Turks and Caicos. And you like, I'm just trying to spend time with bae. That's all I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing would be with this is like, stop booking the trip. Just send it farther out and y'all just do a little staycation. You feel what I'm saying? You know, it ain't got to be all bad. But anywho, this is very interesting. I love how these love readings are turning out. These are very different than my readings on She Do. I love how like I am in the same place, but on two different channels and the energy is different. I freaking dig it. So anywho, if you pick number 3, not today, Satan, not today, not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. Not today. Literally with this, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting with this person, group 3. So it could literally be that you're trying to get clarity, trying to have a conversation, and they're just like, nah. Like they're just not having it. And that's what could be keeping you guys in this ambivalent state in your partnership. And ultimately, that would be why you guys are feeling stabbed in the back and hurt, because it's something that you need clarity on, that you need to know, and you're asking for it. And it's like, oh, they're too busy. They're working. They have all of this stuff going on. But notice that this is saying it's like it's not dealing with it. It's avoiding a conversation, which means that there's something that this person knows. It's something they're aware of. It's something that they're not saying to you, that they're not giving to you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of leaving you hanging in so many words, right? Now, if you pick number 4, we have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. Child, do you understand me? Oh my goodness. Like legit, I said that earlier, like those of you who know that this person has a little person on the side or whatever, talking to other people, or you guys aren't in like a commitment, it's like them kind of taking this step back, or when they're taking a step back and they keep circling around, it's like there's another person. You know what I'm saying? And I don't necessarily like, yes, this card says seduction, but I don't really feel it in the context. And it's like I'm being urged to say that. It's not the context of how I think sometimes we try to intellectualize a third party so it doesn't hurt as bad. Like thinking like, oh, you know, that little Jezebel, it's like, you know, the karmic, she's just reeling him in, you know, I'm doing spell work and stuff. I don't feel that that's the case. And I'm being told to stress that. It's needing to take personal accountability of the fact that it has nothing to do with the outside person. It's the fact that your person is the one who is doing the seducing. They are electing and choosing to deal with other people. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not that someone kind of like lulled them in on some stuff or like tempted them on some stuff. You feel what I'm saying? It's just, I feel for my people who pick group group 4 is that your person, I mean, they might be a hobosexual, okay, but also it's like they're non-committal. You know what I'm saying? It's like them settling down is, and I really do get vibes of them like kind of dealing with people for like money, or that's why I say hobosexual. That's a term I learned in the manosphere. But it's like a person who, you know, like lives with people, drives their car and, you know, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that, child. But yeah, so just be mindful of that. I'm gonna throw my Zodiac dice. I need to get out this energy, child. These readings are so interesting today, I'll tell you. Okay, we have Gemini and we have Capricorn. Oh no. Go look at the Capricorn reading. Pisces, I can't today. I love you guys so much. That has been your soulmate session for the latter part of July. Let me know what you think in the comments. I love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.